Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today we are going to be doing a Tommy Bolin double reaction mixed in with his Deep Purple work. So we're going to hear Cookoo, originally by Tommy Bolin himself, and then we're going to listen to You Keep On Movin' by Deep Purple. This should give us a good sampling of Tommy Bolin and his guitar chops as well as his creativity. I'm excited to check this out today, but before we do jump in, a massive thank you goes to Graham M. the Magnetic. I appreciate you, Graham, and thank you so much for your generous support. It really means the world to me. All right, now let's jump in. Cookoo time. Huge bass. Do you hear these like muted techniques underneath? Because like the bass, interestingly enough, the bass is like the most pronounced instrument in this mix. And when you listen to what's happening underneath the bass, there are unique strumming patterns, but also there's like these accidental kind of notes, these muted style playing. It's very interesting. Right there, right there. This is really cool. Because it's almost like he's playing something that's like highly dissonant and as if he's missing the notes because he's sometimes in the key, sometimes out of the key. But like on the left side, or at least in the front of the mix, you have that bass that is steady and consistent, and then these cymbals coming from the drums that are also loud and crashing and consistent themselves. So it almost like forces all of your attention to go to these really interesting guitar melodies. That's cool. What on earth is that? How do you create that sound? Is that like that feels like a positive feedback loop, like feedback coming from the amp potentially. I don't know how to describe it. Because it gets louder, almost like a tremolo, and then just instantly quiets down. What is that? It's very fitting that the song is called Cuckoo. I am gonna call his style like chaos jazz, chaos blues, chaos jazzy blues, something like that. It feels more chaotic than I would have expected, but it's not like it's indecipherable. One of those two. I definitely understand everything that he is playing from moment to moment. And when he enters those grooves, those riffs where you can just repeat and hammer it home, get louder and introduce more energy and slightly alter the dynamics across the song, then it feels more just like a standard funky blues. But when we start like like when my hands start flying up here and then descending into madness like a rain shower of notes, that's where the chaos part immediately grabs my attention. Cuckoo, absolutely Cuckoo. Let's check out You Keep On Moving On. This is now Deep Purple, so maybe we're going to hear now Tommy Bolin in Deep Purple and see how see how he decides to fit in with the legends. The question is, will we have Ritchie Blackmore? So he replaced Ritchie Blackmore at this point. Very interesting. Tommy Bolin's Deep Purple. And again, bass forward. Hope you all are enjoying the reaction. Bass, man. Very down for this. Are you hearing the organ too? Creating this atmosphere. What an interesting, weird voicing right there. Also, it's surprising, but so much of what makes this song really pop isn't Tommy on the guitar, at least not yet. It's the bass. That makes me happy because I feel like the bass is obviously one of the most underappreciated instruments in your like typical band, right? Because you have your guitarist that generally speaking gets their solos, gets their leads, the catchy riffs. People remember guitarists more than they remember bassists. Then of course you have your singers, your drummers. Bassists usually get, forgotten. Let's let's pour one out for the bassists. Let's start paying more attention. What's gonna happen? Moving far away. Wow, almost reminds you a bit of Dio right there. And that vocal harmony, listen to that harmony, especially as it relates to the wavelengths of the vibrato. They're almost like perfectly in sync with one another, like a school of fish. Far away. Wow. Far away. That's great. I like this. Oh my god, that bass at the end. You hear the way it rolled off? with so much weight it ended the song. Ah, man. Well, there you have it. That's a look at Tommy Bolin and his work solo, as well as a bit with Deep Purple. What do I think? I feel like even between those two tracks, Cuckoo and You Keep on Moving, we had two very different looks at Tommy and what he's capable of. It feels like we got a bit more of Tommy's individual like personality in Cuckoo. I was expecting to get more of those chaos style riffs and notes in the Deep Purple song, so we didn't necessarily get that. We kind of, honestly speaking, got more of a generic electric guitar edition, which is not to say that it was bad or anything. Like, I loved what Tommy played. That ending, like flurry of notes definitely proves that he is a good guitarist, but there was nothing in this Deep Purple song that really stood out to me in terms of Tommy and what he is like as a guitarist and how he would separate himself. Because when I hear Richie Blackmore, and then of course, like, I don't want to make the comparison, but I kind of have to given what I know already about Richie and Deep Purple. But when I hear Richie play, there is a lot of signature styles that Richie just exudes whenever he plays any one phrase. I just kind of can tell, like, oh, that is a Richie scale to play, or that is a Richie motif to play. And maybe it'll come with time as I listen to more Tommy Bolin in Deep Purple. Like, I'll start to hear more patterns in the melodies he goes for or the phrases he decides to construct and play. But as of right now, it didn't feel like he made the song any better than it already was. I feel like most guitarists could have come in, played that same role, and pretty much made the song sound relatively similar. The You Keep on Moving song was actually, I would say, very upheld by the bass. I am giving the spotlight, to that instrument today. I do like Tommy's style when he is playing in Cuckoo. It is unique. I guess I wouldn't say I prefer it to Richie, just in general, if it was like a 1v1 competition. So this is just all coming from my lack of experience with Tommy. I'm sure there's more out there for me to enjoy and discover. And, that's the entire point of my channel, is to discover new music, new artists, and deep dive into those rabbit holes. So, whether it's Tommy or more Deep Purple, I'm always down to listen to more. But I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction today. I will catch you in the next one. Hey friends, I hope you all enjoyed the reaction today, and if you'd like me to react to one of your favorite songs, you can hit the link in the description box down below. It is the best way to support my channel. But in any case, your support, your kindness, your comments, your likes, they mean the world to me, and I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and peace.